What is going on, guys? This is Brandon from USF1. Sorry for the delay in videos. Hope you guys had a great holidays. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. Obviously, as you guys know, there's plenty of news that I have yet to catch up on and to talk about. So I just want to go over a couple things. And before the start of the season, we are 10 weeks from the season. If you guys have not known before testing starts, I cannot wait. For the 2018 season. I'm hoping that we get an even more competitive year than we did in 2017. First, let's talk about the Williams seat. Before the holidays, it was between Paul di Resta, Daniel Kvyat, Sorokin, and Kubica. Kvyat just got signed to the Ferrari development program, so most likely will not be getting the Williams seat. Di Resta just did very well in a Formula E testing in Marrakesh today. So those guys you can probably write off of the list for that seat. My guess is going to be Sorokin. He is a Formula 2 champion, and he was Renault's reserve driver / development driver last year. He brings a lot of money along with it, so Williams is always money hungry. If you guys haven't known, Stroll brought in $25 million and they signed him immediately. And he only has very limited time in a Formula 2 car. He did get a Formula 2 championship, however, so he was deserving, at least in that regard. And I have my hopes still to see Kubica back in Formula 1, but he has done a lot of testing for both Renault and Williams, and he's always had to defend himself, saying he's not driving one-handed due to his accident and all that stuff. But he is quick. But when he's tested for both teams, both of them have either neither confirmed or denied him a place back, so all signs point to someone other than Kubica will be getting that seat. The reason why I say Sorokin will be taking that seat, but we will not know until the cars are revealed later on this year. Now going on to Haas, Gene Haas is in some hot water with some of the American drivers at the moment. Gene Haas has made a controversial statement, in my opinion, about signing an American driver to a Haas drive. He says signing an American driver would be an ambition of ours, but at the moment there is nobody ready for F1 in the U.S., in my opinion. End quote. Where it prompted a quick response from Graham Rahal, saying that Americans aren't good enough, huh? Yet they haven't even given us a shot. Not worth our time. End quote. Which makes sense considering you can't really have an opinion if they are ready or not, because you haven't really invited any of them to do a test in the Haas Formula 1 car. For instance, Alexander Rossi did just fine during the Indy 500. He actually almost won it. He even won it a couple years ago as well. And he also had a decent showing for Manor in 2015. 2014, I forget which year, but he did have a stint at Manor and he didn't do all too bad. You could invite a few Class Indy drivers to test, and we can make a statement on if they are ready or not based on results. You will know if they are good or not depending how good their lap times are. Just a couple guys to name offhand, like Joseph Newgarden, the IndyCar champion, Graham Rahal, he's a little bit older, but he could be quick, and then Alexander Rossi. Those would be my top 3 Indy drivers to get a test with the Haas team. Do you think any other American deserves a test for the Haas F1 team? Leave a comment below and let me know who do you think should get at least a test at Haas. I'm not saying they should get a signing or anything like that, but at least do a test and see how they rank up compared to Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen. Now on to Force India. As you guys probably already know, Nicholas Latifi joined Force India as their reserve and test driver. He had a decent showing in Formula 2 Championship and looks like a very talented driver. Cannot wait for testing to see how he measures up against the other Force India drivers. Considering that Sergio thinks that in 2018 is his most crucial season of his career. He hopes to move on to a big team for the 2019 season. So he's hoping for that open Ferrari seat once Raikkonen walks away, because that's the end of his contract, or even like Mercedes, because doesn't Bottas, his contract comes up at the end of next year, and possibly even Lewis Hamilton, but I doubt Lewis is going anywhere. But he has hopes for at least a big seat. He has had podiums in his Force India, of course, the midfield team, but do you see Sergio going to either one of those big teams? The ones that are up for debate in 2019 are for sure the second seat at Ferrari and possibly seat at Mercedes and Red Bull. If if Ricciardo from Red Bull happens to sign for Ferrari, which is who I think Ferrari will actually sign. So therefore Sergio could go to Red Bull, and Pascal Wehrlein, the one that got nubbed from a seat at Manor this year, from Sauber this year, can take that open Force India seat alongside Esteban Ocon. But that's just my prediction, guys. Leave a comment below on who you think will end up where in 2019. Long way off, I know, but leave a comment below. Who do you think is going to be driving for who in 2019? Now let's go on to name changes. We already know that Aston Martin is now the title sponsor for Red Bull, so here is their new updated logo. Of course, they are now the Aston Martin Red Bull Racing Team. Hopefully they will be more competitive with their new engine supplier as well. Obviously with more money and stuff, hopefully going through the team. Hopefully they could get, not just be the third best car and actually compete with both Mercedes and Ferrari. Alfa Romeo, of course, is now in F1, known as Alfa Romeo Sauber, which would be the official name. And they have signed Charles Leclerc and Marcus Ericsson. Many people were quite PO'd, quite mad that Pascal didn't get the seat over Marcus. But Longbow owns Sauber, and Longbow was and still is a full sponsor for Marcus Ericsson. So that was to be expected. So he is a good enough pay driver to be competitive. Pascal has had points, and Marcus has actually moved out of the way so Pascal could get those points. But Alfa have claimed that they are not the Ferrari B team, even though we already know. But they are the Alfa A team. But they have a Ferrari development driver as their number 2 or equal, depending. They haven't really told us what those are. And they are getting a Ferrari engine and support. So yeah, I'm calling that they are a Ferrari B team, considering that they don't even consider Haas a B team. We are just a customer of Ferrari. But it will be interesting to see if Sauber is more competitive this year. They should be, considering they had a 2016 Ferrari engine last year, and they weren't even allowed to upgrade it. So no matter what, they will be quicker just by default of having current year parts. And then lastly, when it comes to name changes, Haas won't be changing their name anytime soon. But with Sauber getting an Alfa sponsorship and the signs show that they will receive more support from Ferrari, since they will be their official B team, even though they say that they aren't, but they kind of are, because Alfa is owned by Ferrari. That leaves Haas hanging out for Ferrari scraps and inputs that they so heavily relied on the first 2 years. So they are going to be looking into partnering up with Maserati and hopefully getting a better edge for the 2018 season, if not 2019. Since 2017 was great for us for record points, but we actually, we just signed Magnussen over Gutierrez, because Gutierrez got us 0 points. Madison got us some points, but we could have had more points at the end of the year. So like we didn't reach our goals of being as competitive to Force India. Of course, Force India was the best of the rest, and that was our goal, was to beat Force India. So we didn't meet our goals. So hopefully they take a major step forward, and we won't be plagued with the same issues as we did in the last couple seasons. But hopefully they seem like at the end of the year last year, they did seem to have fixed the brake problem, and hopefully 2018 will be a great year with or without Maserati. So hopefully we just build upon our first 2 years and hopefully don't have as many reliability problems in 2018. Leave a comment below on on all these subjects. What do you guys think on the 2018 season? Are you guys as excited as I am for testing? I'm excited to see these cars. I'm just gonna be honest. But overall, I just can't wait, guys. But yeah, leave a comment below. My next video is probably going to be coming out either later this week, if not next week, on the full-on engine regulations and penalty systems and all that stuff. We'll get more into that later. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry for the delay in video again. Hopefully with the start of the new season, I'll be uploading more often, of course. But thanks, guys, for watching. I'm Brandon with USF1. Peace.